I'm not aware of anything that they have done to harden the site since Fukushima. Let me show you something.
Philip Stoddard is a biology professor at Miami's Florida International University, recently re-elected to a third term as mayor of South Miami. He's also an outspoken critic of the power plant.
Is it a good idea to have nuclear plants of any age sitting on a hurricane-swept coastline? There's concerns about the future with sea level rise. As the water comes up, they only become more at risk. The road going out there is pretty low. 2 feet of sea level rise, as I'm sure you've already heard, is going to make Turkey Point an island.
Peter Harlem, a geologist at Florida International, showed me the maps he's made showing how rising seas will inundate South Florida and isolate the power plant.
So the issues here is what's going to happen if you keep your nuclear power plant here when you raise up sea levels. So I'm going to bring a half a foot at high tide, and here's what I get.
So that's only 6 inches of sea level rise at high tide.
6 inches is going to happen in the next 25 years.
I mean, I'm looking at this and it looks like the power plant is completely swamped.
It's surrounded by water. It's a nice nuclear power plant in the middle of the ocean.
And here's what 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet of permanent sea rise at high tide looks like. Waves would roll in on top of that. By the end of this century, the U.S. government predicts sea levels could rise as much as 6.5 feet. And as sea levels rise, storm surges get bigger.
For every foot of sea level rise, you add 3 feet of surge to the top of the highest surge.
In 1992, Hurricane Andrew devastated South Florida, but Turkey Point emerged largely unscathed. Florida Power and Light, the plant's operator, cites that prominently on its website. But according to both Harlem and Mayor Stoddard, Andrew's peak surge missed the plant by 10 miles.
FPL will tell you, or at least they've told many people in public, that Turkey Point withstood the full brunt of Hurricane Andrew, the winds and the surge, etc. It never was tested by the surge.
Even if Florida Power and Light and the NRC are right and Turkey Point is safe, Stoddard says South Florida will soon be tested by bigger questions as the water permanently rises.
How soon? Well, not this year, not 30 years. 200 years, I don't expect much of Florida to be above the waterline. How do you depopulate an urban area like Miami? It's not going to be pretty. So the question really is for me and my wife, will we live out our life here in this house? And we hope to. My daughter would not be able to do that.